The core thesis is that NTG built a sports dashboard following the 2026 World Cup publicly provided statistics, which built itself into the economic ledger we were able to analyze. This tracks how talent is optimized into predictable financial outputs, contrasting the rising tide narrative with reality. Capital concentration. The tournament has an active prize pool where the top three legacy continents, Europe, South America, and North America, have aggressively extracted 60.9% of all distributed prize money, $560.0 million of the pool so far. Systemic asymmetry. These top three continents boast overperforming resilience scores, Europe at 119.3%, South America at 114.3%, and North America at 113.3%. They are drawing far more than an equal share of capital. Liquidity providers. Meanwhile, Asia and Oceania have been completely stripped of active teams, locking them at the absolute bare minimum baseline of $9.0 million per team. Their structural role was to provide financial liquidity to subsidize the legacy markets.
In summary, the 2026 analysis reveals that the corporate narrative of distributed success masks significant predetermination. This is a matter of institutional deconstruction, not just sports analysis. Welcome to this video deconstructing the machinery behind the curtain. We will explore how institutional giants optimize human talent into predictable, gamified financial outputs by analyzing an $871 million prize pool. The LinkedIn post acts as a curtain, highlighting moments of maximum visibility while obscuring financial concentration. This video uses a framework to timestamp every stage, making invisible structural mechanics visible. In our first deconstruction, we look at the temporal asymmetry between the narrative photo op and the actual financial lock-in. Your framework forces the narrative to account for the full tournament. Next, we examine organic resilience versus environmental predetermination. We expose how institutional narratives often attribute organic qualities to outcomes that are mechanically determined by reclassification gates. Our third deconstruction addresses denominator trapping. This is the institutional practice of celebrating a numerator while obscuring the denominator to hide how few participants actually reach deep phase capital retention. Finally, we cover counter-narrative weaponization. We demand specificity, track the capital, convert celebratory language into testable hypotheses, and expose temporal asymmetry to reveal the truth behind the curtain. This chart illustrates the temporal asymmetry that corporate narratives exploit. The framework forces the narrative to account for the entire tournament, rather than just the isolated photo op moment. By mapping structural gates, analyzing stage deltas, and calculating capital advancement efficiency, this framework measures the gap between institutional narratives and reality. Who needs this framework? From sports analysts to regulatory compliance teams, this methodology provides the tools to validate narratives against capital flows and expose systemic concentration. Ultimately, the framework does not cheer. It counts. It provides the necessary ledger to track how institutional giants optimize human talent into predictable, gamified financial outputs.